of Orlando is the scene for the Spurs. An absolute magician with the ball in his hands. Ben Simmons looking to create for his team as they get ready themselves at Amway Center. Spurs Magic up next. Back in a moment. It's that time of the year. Pep, DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was in the Rookie of the Year consideration last year for the Magic. He said there are a lot of reasons for fans to be excited for the future. We've got a lot of young talent, but my job is to be in the now and try to win games.
Well, he is definitely ahead of schedule. David, thanks. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But, Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Zohan in at the 4 slot. And for the Magic, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Filling the perimeter, it's Suggs and Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the point. And the rejection by Noel. Simmons against Anthony. There's Noel. Carter pulls it in. And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Noel trying to break loose. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got his second bucket of the night. For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
Now here is Carter. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. It's sent back down by Simmons.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
And a look at the mobile one drive. Driving right into your living room.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Passes it to Carter. Now, here's Suggs. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Another miss by Orlando.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Ben Simmons again. Simmons got 8.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And it's Fulton for Anthony. Simmons against Fultz. Wagner outside. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Over Whiteside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively You gotta love that energy.
2 minutes
Bolt,
remaining.
he's checked in for Suns. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry. You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Back to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Back to Fultz. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
Here's Simmons. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
That's good from Wagner. A different look now for San Antonio. Collins checked in for Whiteside. Devontae Graham comes in for Devin Vassell. And Jones subbed in for Johnson. Both free throws good from Wagner.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
To the paint, here's Fultz. Drops in the layup for 2. Fultz has got his 2nd basket of the game.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Basket good.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, Wagner.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Simmons inside. He's defended by Wagner. Simmons inside. Misses from short range.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this.
Heading to the court. It's time to get locked.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Devontae Graham. He's out there with Jones, and it's Noel in at the 5 down low. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Anthony kicks to Banchero. Pass to Bull. Now, here's Suggs. Graham defending. There's the pass to Bull. He can't get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Good ball.
Orlando with the ball. The Magic trail by 12. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Anthony. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. No one near Suggs as he lets it go.
And really, they're going to have to figure out a different way to attack this defense. They're not getting many good looks at all. Their field goal percentage is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Well, quick thinking there from Suggs. Looking impressive defensively to get that steal.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G SandCam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be at Devontae Green. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here is Anthony. His last outing, 16 points for him. Unloads from 13.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back
to the left wing. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Whiteside's checked in.
And Doris, when you think Hassan Whiteside, what's the first thing that jumps into your mind?
Probably that lockdown defense. The ability as a shot blocker to intimidate people. Multiple seasons now, this is a guy who's led the league in blocks. Getting shots off around this guy is not an easy task.
To the middle. And that one's good. Noel's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. Magic shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Here's Suggs. Another miss by Orlando.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's 8 points for Nerlens Noel.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wagner against Noel. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Jalen Suggs. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Spurs. Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Collins checked in for Whiteside. And McDermott subbed in for Noel. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Fultz. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Wagner wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wagner's got 9.
Well, this guy has the green light to take that shot. Wagner capable of hurting you off the catch and shoot.
Knocked loose. Johnson against Isaac. Driving inside. And stolen by Simmons. McDermott can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wagner outside. He's off on that one, so the Spurs will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fultz with the ball. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wagner. Banked in off the glass. Wagner's got his first points of the game.
That's big-time focus from Franz. Okay, young sir, we see you taking the contact.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this.
And please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 20 points and 1 block. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against the team.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
For the 407.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
Wagner against Johnson. Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Well, Cole Anthony mixing it up on the interior. Nice job drawing the contact. This guy is unafraid.
And he sinks the second. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Passes it to Suggs. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Anthony, the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open pretty?
Simmons inside the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Bol, he's checked in for the Magic. Spurs also with the sub. Whiteside's checked in for Nerlens Noel.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Here's Carter. They get it back. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
At the line for
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Bol. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. Down by 12. Wagner outside. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony, no one around. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Jones in the post. Anthony on him.
Jeremy
Good.
Sohan.
And the Spurs lead by 14.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And it's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Markelle Fultz comes in for Cole Anthony. And San Antonio with the change here too. Graham's checked in. Here's Wagner. He's got 9. The dish to Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 6. Spurs leading by 12. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance.
A different look now for San Antonio. Zach Collins checked in for Whiteside.
Your Magic
Doug McDermott comes in for Keita Bates-Diop. And it's Ben Simmons in for Devontae Green. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
San Antonio calls timeout. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. No good from Simmons. The Magic trail by 12. That's good from Suggs on the assist by Carter.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Fultz the pass to Suggs. Takes it inside. That one doesn't go. Collins with some nice D. To the inside. Sohan.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
The Magic have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Magic making a change here. Banchero's checked in. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Here's Suggs. Vassell grabs the board.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Knocks it loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons. 1:11 left in the third. Fultz against Simmons. Fultz, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons has got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Suggs kicks to Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And think about this, guys. Wendell Carter Jr. has really flourished into an important and efficient two-way big man. We know defensively he can hold things down. And offensively, he can take it down low. We know he can face up and make shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Nerlens Noel comes in for Collins. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for McDermott. Simmons against Fultz. Carter for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. Good. Nice job down low. Simmons got 32 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Carter right side. Over Noel. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Jonathan Isaac is always so quick to the basketball. You can see his burst getting after that board and getting the putback.
That shot off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 14. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Johnson. Monte Graham is out there with Jones. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Sohan in at the 4. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fultz, and Jones sends it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Inside, and slam dunk by Noel.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. It's a 16-point game. Wagner outside. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Fultz finds Anthony. Back to Fultz. Now Wagner. Out to Anthony. A 3-ball. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
San Antonio calls timeout, and there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Whiteside's checked in for Noel. Vassell comes in for Devonte Graham. And it's Ben Simmons in for Jones. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear from Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Driving to the basket. Offensive rebound. Fultz. He kicks to Carter and stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. Snatched up. Pass to Simmons. A second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
Taking 2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. The Magic trail by 15. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Boy, what a great find by Carter Jr. Not a ball-stopping big man. You gotta love it.
Here's Simmons. Shoots over Wagner. No good from Simmons.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Basket counts.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
Simmons looking around. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's
game.
Anthony, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And stolen by Simmons. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket. Simmons got 38 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Here's Suggs. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, you can see in transition, Jalen Suggs knows exactly what to do. Runs the floor, gets a quality shot in transition.
Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 40 points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Spurs.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Now you have to stay with the play when you feel contact, because you get a chance for maybe a three-point play. In this opportunity, free throw coming for Mr. Cole Anthony.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And the shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have